Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Sensei Storm. Today we are reacting to Searching for a World That Doesn't Exist. This is a Minecraft video. I think it's like a horror video or something like that. And it's by the channel Wiffies or Wiffies. I think it's an ARG. It says I don't know what an ARG is. Let me search it up. ARG. An alternate reality game. Interactive network narrative that uses real world as a platform to tell a story, often blurring the lines between fiction and reality. Okay, that's interesting. Well, also, I haven't posted in 4 months, by the way. That is because I guess I've been busy. We've had in the past few months Ramadan. My dad, who's had a heart attack, so he's okay now. But we had to sort of, I guess, take care of him for some time. And I guess I've just been busy, so yeah. Okay, let's go.
Whatever you do at the crossroads, don't turn left. This is the first line in a book that Avery claims he did not write. 2 weeks ago, a YouTube channel called Avery the Mayo uploaded a YouTube video titled Weird Book I Did Not Write, where he shows us a mine that supposedly he never built. Inside the mine is a chest that Avery did not place, and inside the chest is a book that Avery did not write. Inside the book is a very strange message. Whatever you do at the crossroads, don't turn left. Don't be fooled, it's listening. You can't outsmart it, it's listening to me. It's watching me. It isn't from this world. At the crossroads, don't turn left. 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 Over and over, followed by a sequence of numbers.
It's kind of creepy.
That's it. It seems impossible that a whole mine
Avery
just
the Mayo
appears in your world without your knowledge, but Avery explains in the description of the video that the laptop he's playing on is from a storage locker. It already had Minecraft installed and this world already existed, but when Avery first loaded it up, it was just a normal world. He only now discovered this mine a few hundred blocks from his house. So in that case, what is this book? The contents are strange and it's not evident what they refer
own PC or laptop he's playing on. It's from a storage locker, because sometimes you can, buy storage lockers and whatever things are inside them, well, they technically belong to you because you've bought the storage locker. So you found a laptop with the game already installed. I mean, a normal person would wipe the laptop before using it, but I guess he just started playing on it.
To. If anything, they just sound like some crazy rambling, but the numbers at the end are clearly some sort of code, so maybe we can solve it and figure out what this book is talking about. Except we can't. The numbers go higher than 26, so it's not any alphabetical code. There are 4 sections, not 3, so it isn't coordinates. And in fact, there's not a single cipher that comes up as a good match for this code. If it is a code, it's unlike any code I've ever seen, and I wasn't able to decipher it. So is that it? A strange one-off YouTube video and a dead end? Not quite, because for 2 frames at the very end of the video, Avery's inventory flashes a random pattern of blocks, and this time there is a code, because taking the first letter of the name of every block and capitalizing it if there is more than one, you get a string that perfectly matches the length of a Google Drive link, that when you enter takes you to a folder. And this is where the true mystery begins.
Even figure that out?
The mystery of a Minecraft
I guess it does look like a link
that doesn't exist.
Oh, this looks interesting.
Opening the video named Footage 1, we can see a player in the exact same spot Avery was in the last video, except now he has way more items than he had last time. Presumably this is from his house, and he's come to use this mine in survival as part of this world. The book is now gone from the chest, but it could be that Avery just burned it because it creeped him out, or it's just this book in his inventory. Regardless, Avery lines up with the other strip mine and begins to start a new one into the wall, but when he does, he finds this.
Cave.
Nothing weird, it's just a cave,
I
and
have
Avery
played
walks
Minecraft, by
in
the
to
way. I
begin
know a
exploring
bit about the
until
game.
he stops and sees this. It's hard to make out, but as he walks closer, we can see what it is. Moss and grass. This is immediately a red flag because this kind of terrain does not generate in caves. Avery checks underneath it, but there's nothing else either. And when he runs back to grab his torches, he notices yet another patch of moss in the corner of the cave. Again, not natural, but not leading anywhere either. It's only when he heads back down the cave does he see it. A tree. Avery approaches the clump of greenery, and there it is. A tree unlike any other oak tree in the entire game. Whatever this is, it isn't normal. Avery backtracks a bit, and we get a better look at this shrub, for lack of a better word. And after some hesitation and circling around it, Avery decides to try mining the tree. And he does, with no problem. It looks just like a normal tree, except normal trees don't generate underground. And it's not the only one. As Avery goes deeper and deeper into the cave, he passes...
Okay, I know, I don't know if grass should be in a cave, but you do get sometimes plants in caves. You know, like with the glowberries hanging from the ceiling, and we have a few of those plants. But I guess not trees.
Larger and larger patches of greenery, coming
like
across
ones,
more shrubs and even more trees, and even more
caves.
moss. He pauses to talk at one point, but instead of commenting on the trees, he brings up something else. It's weird.
Maybe I'm remembering wrong, I don't know.
And I guess he's right, the walls of this cave don't have any diorite, granite, andesite, or ores, but come on, there's a bigger elephant in the room here. At some point though, Avery's wish gets granted and the cave turns into terracotta, tuff, and deep slate. The greenery gets larger and larger, with the trees growing bigger and bigger. Until finally, Avery reaches the end.
Oh, the music. Yo. Whoa. That looks sick.
Avery stops for several long seconds, just taking everything in. The room is a giant cave of green with strange, unnaturally large trees forming a staircase on the back wall. The floor is covered in a massive field of moss, scattered with the strange trees we saw earlier. Avery slowly heads down the cavern wall, being careful not to take too much damage while maneuvering his way to the bottom. He looks around in awe as he explores the chamber, and from closer up, we can see a tunnel right between the massive tree gates. Avery searches around the trees for a few minutes, seemingly mesmerized by the build, and we can see that these gates are made of trees stacked on trees stacked on trees, made of spruce, mud, and oak. But the question here is obvious. What is this place? This kind of terrain obviously doesn't generate naturally, so who made it and how does it just appear in Avery's world? Well, if there's any answer to that question, it's through this tunnel.
Also, why is his name
finally Avery decides to stop sightseeing and heads down the tunnel at the center of the room. Avery walks through the mud brick tunnel, turning to glance behind him every few steps. But of course, nothing is there. The world is set to single player. At least, it seems that way.
I'm glad I'm watching this in the
until this happens.
Daytime. Wait, what? What happened?
Something is wrong. It's almost impossible to notice, but at the far edge of the tunnel, the first pair of torches have suddenly been wiped out. Avery stares for a few seconds and continues walking. Another pair of torches is gone. I'm not scared of torches turning off.
And why is he writing that in the chat?
And then another. I don't know what kind of practical joke this is, but I already heard you in the...
Oh shit. Okay, hold it with the disappearing. This guy is standing still. I would have run to the end of the tunnel.
I'm not scared of a game.
Yo. That's in my ear. That feels so weird. Okay, so hello, dude. You oxygen? Okay, bro, landed in some water.
I don't know why I just jumped down. I wasn't scared,
Sure.
but I felt
Scared.
compelled.
No, you felt
I've
scared.
never felt like that in my life. What is going on here? Things just went from strange to incredibly creepy in a matter of
finding,
seconds.
like, a world
This
like this
doesn't just
randomly
happen on
in
a
your
normal
Minecraft.
world, but Avery did say he found this world on a computer he got from a storage locker. So maybe this is just a world that the old owner of this
Maybe.
computer created, and it's just some strange adventure horror map. Case closed. Except it's not, because the video files aren't the
We are watching the video file footage one right now. Alright, pause. Let me think about this. Actually, no, never mind. I was gonna say, I thought we used the code from the end of the book to find this, but no, it was from Avery's inventory. Okay, never mind.
only thing in this Google Drive folder. If you remember, there's also this PDF, and opening it, we see this. My exploration into a strange tunnel I found in my Minecraft world. I've been playing this world for a while and just discovered this. This is my documentation of the search. Notably, when I installed Minecraft, this world came pre-created. Always thought that was a little strange, but I'm not really sure. This seems okay enough, but remember what Avery said earlier. He found this computer in a storage locker with Minecraft installed. Not he installed Minecraft and this world was there. Admittedly, it's a pretty small difference, but still, why?
Well, obviously, this drive does not belong to Avery. It's from, like, probably the previous owner, because if it was Avery, what would it be? I mean, we would be getting
The conflicting stories. Something you may
Avery's,
have also noticed that I can't explain is why Avery's name is now censored. He wasn't censored in the previous videos, but now he's both hidden his name and changed his skin. Almost like he's hiding from something. But there's still a lot more of this footage, and if you want to figure out what's happening in this world, why it exists,
because if it was Avery, why wouldn't he just post the videos on his YouTube channel? Instead, we're looking at it on a Google Drive. So, like the short video Avery posted on his channel, Strange World, or a book I did not write, or something. Why wouldn't he post this whole thing on his YouTube channel instead of on a Google Drive?
What it has to do with Avery, we have to keep
And it's
watching
completely different
as
skin,
Avery runs
names are blurred
from
out,
whatever it
and the
is
stories
that's
are different.
hiding in this world.
So,
Avery says he has to keep moving,
these are
even if he
most
doesn't
likely
exactly
two
know
different
why.
people.
And the only way to go is down. Avery takes a leap into the giant pool of water before him and swims down into a junction of tunnels. After some hesitation, he burrows himself in the left wall for air before swimming down the left tunnel. He continues to navigate through the dark water, the tunnel getting narrower and narrower, with no end in sight. Until it opens into a giant cavernous
So the book
room with
said
just enough space at the top
not
to
to
get a bit
turn
of
to the
air.
left,
When
your
Avery
almost
descends
died.
again, we can see tunnel openings sprawling across
said
the
what?
walls.
Not to
Avery
turn left
scans
at the
around.
crossroads.
There's no marker of where to go, just tunnels upon tunnels
lot
as
of
far as the eye can see. And then he hears it.
As well.
The same sound as when the whispers played previously. Avery rushes to dig into the wall, and as he blocks himself in, we can hear the whispers again.
Oh, stop with the whispers. It sounds so weird in my ears.
Quieter, but still there, as if they're passing by him. When the coast is clear, Avery digs out. But now what? He has no choice but to gamble on a tunnel and hope it's correct. He scans the walls again, no obvious sign of which one to pick. So finally, he rolls the dice.
Just a random one?
The tunnel leads to another junction, and again, after a slight hesitation, Avery goes left.
He has
The
doors with
tunnel
him
continues,
for breathing.
getting narrower and narrower and narrower until finally
Okay, sees a where? Alright, we're back here.
he finds himself
Are we back here?
in the
Or is it a different
oasis.
place?
Avery looks around the room,
And there's a crack at the
strangely
top.
almost peaceful. He's in the middle of a square pond, flanked on all sides by the same uncanny trees. He stares off at the water for a second before towering up and getting a good look around. Nothing but trees as far as the eye can
Yes,
see.
literally
For a
all
moment, he pauses before something snaps, and he crafts a boat to get to the center of the lake. Without hesitation, he dives down into the tunnel and plugs up the hole. He makes another trip for good measure, plugging it even further. If this thing comes through here again, it has to break that, but I need to explore. He sails back to the edge of the lake. What it can't avoid doing is loading the chunk. Avery chops a few trees and crafts a hopper with the spare iron in his inventory. His plan is simple: set a trap for the thing following him. But wait, did I miss something? Because how does he know that something is following him?
Yeah.
Sure, those torches turned off, and yeah, we heard
Yeah,
those
it
noises
looks like
before, but there's
something is
actually an
following
even
him.
stronger piece of evidence I haven't mentioned. Remember when Avery said this? I already heard you in the cave. Well, it took me a second to figure out what exactly he meant, but then I heard this.
Yo,
It's almost impossible to make
didn't
out,
catch
but
that
on a
the
few
first time,
separate
but
instances, while
you can hear
Avery
a
was
footstep.
walking in that
he
original
stopped, you
cave, he
can hear
would
an extra
randomly
footstep.
pause for a second or two, and now we know why. He was listening.
Yeah.
Every time he paused, for just a brief moment, you could hear footsteps on the stone behind him,
yeah.
stopping just a fraction of a second too late to be quiet. But
But
okay,
he
if
doesn't turn
something
around.
is somehow really following Avery
guess
in a
not- he
single
doesn't
player
see anything.
world, how can he stop it, or at least get it to reveal itself? Well, that's exactly what he's doing right now. Like he said, he needs time to look around and explore this world, but while he's gone, anything can just swim through the hole and replace the blocks to make it look like nothing happened. But if Avery turns down his render distance and puts items in this hopper, if he then goes far enough away and unloads the chunk, the only way for the hopper to be empty when he returns is if something loaded the chunk while he was gone.
True.
And then,
What?
whatever was following him would be exposed. The trap is set. Now it's time to explore.
Yo, what is this music? This shit gives super creepy vibes. Eerie. eerie vibes. I would hate watching this at night.
Avery walks through the trees, avoiding the lake so as to not load the chunk. Every inch of this place looks exactly the same. The same gray floor, the same strange trees. Everywhere he looks, there's nothing. Until, just in the corner of the screen, there's a sign. But it's hard to spot, and Avery doesn't seem to see it, and he keeps walking. Then he pauses. Interesting. That's the third sign we've seen so far.
Third?
What? Where? Third sign? I've only seen this one, but it turns out he's right. Going back and re-watching the footage, just barely hidden in the corners of the screen are two other signs Avery crossed earlier in the recording, though he gave no indication at the time that he noticed them. Avery goes back to all three signs. All of them are blank, so I don't know what to make of it, but Avery seems to be satisfied and he explains why. These signs all seem to point to one place. Both of these angled ones point in the same direction. And he's right.
Really?
If you line up a coordinate grid with the location and rotation of the signs, you get this. So he's right, all of them point a certain way, and if you trace out their intersection, it hits one specific point. He also pulls off this brilliant move, which you rarely see from these protagonists, by turning the difficulty to peaceful because he ran out of food. Absolutely genius. But with that said, he returns to the lake to check on his
smart.
contraption.
Wait, why not just
And nothing showed up. Items are still flowing out of the hopper, which would be impossible if anything had loaded the chunk. Avery tells us exactly this. Nothing came through. Not to mention, the blocks are still in the same position Avery placed them to plug the hole. Now that he's shaken off whatever was following him, Avery sails back, presumably to find the intersection points of the signs. But before he does that, he opens up chat and says this. Something is here.
what?
What? How?
Why?
Why is
how do you
Avery
know?
saying that? Why isn't he sending it in chat? What did he
Did
see?
you see something?
I don't know if it can hear me. But I'm not taking any chances. The grass block. When Avery left the chunk, he didn't just set one trap for the entity, he set two.
Oh yeah, I
Without
saw
mentioning
that.
anything to us, he placed a grass block next to a block of dirt. In Minecraft, grass can't spread if
Alright,
the
I'm gonna
chunk
keep an eye
isn't
out
loaded.
open
The only
and
way
mention
that this
everything I
block
see.
is now grass is if
try
something
to
other
solve
than
this.
Avery loaded this chunk. I'm not scared, but my gut says to keep
But you are
moving.
definitely scared. No, he's not posting it in chat anymore.
Maybe I am scared.
Yeah. There you go. There you go. Alright, so he's gonna start following the lines.
The other sign was pointed head on.
Okay.
I failed you so many times.
Yo, this music. I hope it doesn't copyright the video because sometimes they get blocked. As long as, you know, copyrighted and not blocked, I don't mind.
Sure myself, you gave me reasons to be somebody else. Baby, I'm home again. I thought that
Back in the tunnel.
could run away.
I think it's a different
Avery
tunnel.
walks through a tunnel. A tunnel which quickly turns into a maze.
Maze.
And slowly but surely, dead end after dead end, Avery navigates through it.
To be somebody else, it's alright. Baby, here I am. I was lost. Now
A
I'm
maze would take forever.
It's alright. Baby, here I am.
Avery is clearly smart.
Yeah.
Smart enough to set a trap, and smart enough to set a backup. But whatever this thing is that's following him, it's smart too. Smart enough.
So I've learned to get through a maze easily. Just follow the wall. Put your hand out. Keep your hand out on one of the walls, whether it's the left wall or the right wall, and just follow it all the way around. It will take forever, but you will complete the maze.
To block up the tunnel it entered from. Smart enough to refill the hopper with items after loading the chunk. Smart enough to hide its presence. This world seems to be guiding Avery somewhere. The whispers in this tunnel coercing him to enter the cave. The signs pointing to the secret entrance under the tree. Whatever this world is, it's leading Avery. But to what?
Yeah,
We don't
something
know.
is
All we do know is that he isn't
getting
alone.
him to
And
keep on
finally,
going.
Avery exits the maze
Ooh.
into another giant room with what looks like a
who
cipher above a
built all
door, with 3 levers
these
right in
massive
front of it.
dugout
Avery
things?
stares up at it, says he'll need a pen and paper, and blocks up the tunnel where he came from. The footage ends with him staring up at the code, deep in thought. From what I can see, the code atop the doorway looks something like this. It doesn't immediately remind me of anything, and plugging it
Just
into a
looks like
cipher
random
decoder
letters.
gives me no ideas either. Running each of the candidate ciphers just gives gibberish every single
I
time.
don't
Whatever
understand
this code
code
is, there's unfortunately no way that I or Avery can solve it. The second half of the footage picks up with 17
Okay, so we
minutes of
completed
just
the
staring at the wall. And
first video.
then
Got it.
he
Okay.
gets it. Okay, I guess it was solvable. Avery
Good
says
poem.
it's a good poem, but doesn't actually reveal what it said, only that it uses cipher stacking, a technique where 2 ciphers are layered one on top of the other to make a code almost undecipherable. How Avery actually solved it with a pen and paper is beyond me, but the puzzle isn't over yet. There's still this gate, which Avery suspects is some sort of combination lock, but instead of a
Maybe.
pen and paper, his solution this time is a bit more, how do I put this? Efficient.
Efficient. Unfortunately for you, I have a pickaxe. Okay. Rose is gonna mine through it. I mean, I guess this is Minecraft. He could, if he's, he could have just mined through the maze as well. At technically, then just pick one spot and mine like straight through it, and he would have reached the end. That's also a possibility of escaping that maze. I guess his
And with-
pickaxe technically is almost, the durability is almost finished, so technically he can't mine that
That
much.
wait. Who's Durlord 3? For the first time in this footage, Avery's sensor bar lingers for just a second.
Yeah, I saw that. Go back.
And with that, wait.
Yeah,
Who's
it literally showed up for like a
Durlord
second.
3? For the first time in this footage, Avery's sensor bar lingers for just a second too short, and we get a glimpse of the name. This isn't Avery's name. This isn't Avery's skin. Maybe the reason that we got 2 different stories about where this
Yeah,
world came
it's not
from is
Avery.
because the player we've been watching this entire time isn't Avery at all. But if that's the case, then who is this? The world at the beginning is clearly the same one that Avery was playing on. So what's going on here? If it is
So this is obviously the original owner of the laptop, who downloaded the game himself, found this weird world, played on it, and then for some reason left his laptop in a storage locker and forgot about it. Then Avery came across and found it.
Avery on an alt
I
account,
wonder why.
why the conflicting stories in the description and the document? And if it's not Avery, then who is this other person and why are they claiming that this is their world they found? I genuinely just don't know, but the only way to find out is to keep watching as Durlord walks through the tunnel after the puzzle
This
and
is the
finds
third
himself
funnel. I
in
think.
the village.
I'm pretty sure there's a third tunnel. Or the second one, I don't. Or the third one, for sure it's the third one. Oh, it's in some village. Looks abandoned. The music in this video is great, by the way. Creates a nice ambience. That looks interesting. Bro is searching and cannot find anything. Maybe up there, maybe in there. Interesting fountain. Nothing, literally nothing. Oh, yeah, inside. Nothing.
It's empty.
What if he digs
This
down?
village is strange. It's clearly abandoned if the cobwebs and literal holes in the roof didn't make that obvious, and all the chests and containers have nothing inside of them. There's also an interesting amount of yellow in the carpets, beds, and
Everything
flooring,
yellow.
but wherever Durlord looks, he can't find anything of interest, no lead on where to go or what to do from here. The fountain and statue in the town center is by far the most eye-catching decoration here, but like we can see, it too is empty. There's no path to take from there. So is this the final area then? The final answer to what's been going on with this world and what's been following him? I'm not sure, and clearly Durlord isn't either, since he keeps looking around for anything out of the ordinary, anything that might give him a clue of where to look next.
I was just gonna climb up high and look around. I am not seeing anything. What's he looking at? Oh, there's a tower in the back. I see that. Oh, okay, it's like super dark, so it blends in with the background. So I guess that was hard to see. Maybe it's hidden for a reason. Away from all the village houses. Some sort of a church, maybe cathedral, or just some tower. Okay, so he's not seeing anything yet. It's just another broken building, abandoned. Yo, wait, what? Right. Is that like a... Yeah, this guy is smart. How did bro know that was down there? Oh, it's like a private study, a secret hidden study. A book.
I hate it here. These idiots are insufferable. They think that devotion will save them. Rest assured, it will not.
Who's
Not that it
writing
will
this?
do them any good to believe that anyway. The ones who realized it pretend they didn't. But it doesn't help that there are some of them who truly believe they'll be saved. The king is coming,
The
Maya.
king is coming.
If anything, I wager that their king is already here. It's
Who's the
watching
king?
me write this. I don't particularly care. I just want this to be done with. The sooner I can leave, the better. He's arrived. I don't know why anyone is surprised to find that out. This is exactly what they were hoping for.
Yeah.
I'm going. I'm leaving this here in the rare case someone finds it. If you have found this, I implore you, turn back, disconnect, forget about this world. It's not for you. If you've come here, you must be curious. I know you must want
Okay.
to continue onwards.
I'm getting a
so I
little
know that this is a
confused.
heavy ask, but please, do not go any further. For your own good,
Do not.
do not.
Okay,
Heavy
so
ask. Forget.
who is writing this? Is it a player, or is it supposed to be from like a NPC, or like a person in, or one of the people that lived in the village? Well, whoever it is, the person that lived in the village, they have to be players because they're talking about disconnecting from this. So they are speaking as if though it is a game. So I wonder, well, if there were other people here as well. This is supposed to be a single player world. So it's very interesting.
I'm leaving this here in the rare case someone finds it. If you have found this, I implore you, turn back, disconnect, forget about this world. It's not for you. If you've come here, you
So there
must
have
be
been people here
curious. I know you
before
must want to
Avery,
continue
or before
onwards. So I know that this is a
this
heavy
person,
ask,
Durlo.
but
I think his name
please,
was.
do not go any further.
There's clearly
For
been
your
people
own
here
good.
before him.
Do not.
So what are these sounds? It's in my right ear. Okay, block that off. That's good. Where do you go next then? There's are these buttons on the window? Not looking under the carpet. Behind that maybe? The top of that looks like a door. They just asked you to turn around, mate. Let's see where we end up. Okay, we're back to a tunnel. Another tunnel. This is probably like the fourth tunnel. Unless I'm counting wrong. Third or fourth. Something like that. Let's see. Yeah, whoever's designed this world has done a great job. Place, the whole place looks amazing. I wonder how long it took. Why are there buttons on the floor? At the crossroads, don't turn left. At the crossroads, don't turn left. This is the left. I'm pretty sure this is the left. This is literally almost at the end of the video. And this is a crossroad. And he is going left. Oh. But then, if obviously this isn't Avery, so he would not know about that. Not going left. What is up with the black block? Are these black blocks or is this like an empty void? Sort of. I was trying to mine it. This is pretty cool, to be honest. It's super black. Cannot see black. Yo. Weird. Yeah. Wait, why does he have netherrack in his inventory? I just saw that. Where did he get all this random stuff? Okay, what are these sounds? Sounds like a train. Okay, it's going deeper and deeper into the void. Hmm? Yo. Oh, the music adds so much. I think I'm getting chills going down the back of me. I feel like that's a massive gate. It sounds so weird. I don't know if going in there is a good idea. Hmm? Wait, what? Why is it censored? Why is it black box? Yo, hello? I wonder what it is. Wait. What the heck? Right, bro's running now. He's going right. Why was that censored? Wait, I wonder what he saw. No, that sounds because there's no escaping. Okay. Wait, he ended up back here. Okay, this is weird.
Whatever you do at the crossroads,
And he writes
don't
them.
turn
Okay.
left. Don't be fooled. It's listening. You can't outsmart it. It's listening to me. It's watching me. It isn't from this world. At the crossroads, don't turn left. At the
So
crossroads,
that's what they were spelling
don't
to make him
turn
think, because
left.
he's writing
At the
this in panic.
crossroads, don't turn left. At the crossroads, don't turn left. And the footage ends. Right there. Durlord was the person who wrote the book in Avery's world. How? It shouldn't even be possible that the tunnel led him back to that mine. Durlord
Exactly. Because in the first one, in the first footage, when he mines on the right, it leads him to the cave, and now it led him straight to the yellow door and back to there. So, and he's already dug that out, so there should have already been a hole. It's like something weird's going on here. That's all I'm gonna say. Some bloody
found this
magical,
world on his
mystical
computer, and
cave
Avery found
system.
Durlord's old laptop in the
Alright, yeah, so Derlord is the original owner of the laptop who found this mine. He saw something weird in that door that scared him enough to yeet his laptop into a storage unit and never touch it again. And that's when Avery, who bought the storage locker, came across the laptop.
storage locker and has been playing on it ever since. But what is this world? What was following Durlord in this
Maybe.
footage? And most importantly, what was behind those gates? I didn't put that sensor bar there. That was in the original footage. Whatever is behind that black square was enough to drive probably the smartest protagonist I've ever seen into running for his life. Something that a whole village of people was trying to summon. Something that this entire world has been hiding. A king? What does that even mean? I don't know what to tell you,
What
but
is
I
a
can tell you
king
one
is
thing.
coming?
The code at the end of the book, now with this footage, we can solve it. Each
Really?
number corresponds to one slot in Durlord's inventory. 1 here and 36 here. Take the first letter of each item, or whatever number is indicated after the dash. From that, we can get this.
go
Run
back.
is in here, and each number corresponds to one slot in Durlord's inventory. 1 here and 36 here. Take the first letter of each item, or whatever number is indicated after the dash. From that, we can get this. Run Avery.
Avery, it's here.
It's here. Durlord was giving one last warning, hoping that whatever was following him wouldn't see.
How
But
does he know Avery, though?
How would he possibly know that Avery would find this world? There's no way for
Does he
him to
know
know who
Avery?
Avery even is. Whatever he
Oh.
saw behind those doors, whatever he knows about this world now, we may never understand. But one thing is certain. Whatever was coming for him is coming for Avery next. This isn't over.
Yo. I really want to know what's. Imagine. Oh, that's the end. Part 2, yes, please. What is part 2? Is this part 2? Destroying a world that doesn't. That is 2 hours long. That is a long video. And then you got finding a player that also looks interesting, but we'll check it out another time. Anyway, let me just imagine what he found behind the door that would get someone to run. Imagine, what can I think of? Something weird, something gruesome, or so obviously it has to be something that he's forced to censor. So only thing I can think of is something gory or something personal, like a picture of him, or imagine it says, "I know where you live, dear Lord." whatever. Or it says it's a chest. That would be weird. But I mean, that would get someone to get freaked out, to be honest. But that was interesting. We might definitely check out part two. Not today though, but at some point. That was definitely a weird, freaky video. That was actually very well done. The storytelling and everything by Wiffies. A great channel, to be honest. And this video has 24 million views. It went pretty viral, and the new one is 14 million views in 2 weeks. So we definitely need to check that out too. That was actually a very interesting video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I definitely did, and I will be checking out the other one when I get time. So for now, if you guys liked it and do want me to see the next one, and you want to be here, subscribe please, and don't forget to drop a like and let me know in the comments if you want me to watch anything else, any other Minecraft content, any other horror stories, or whatever it may be. Let me know. See you guys next time. Peace.